We'll be making a chicken and rice enchilada skillet. It's a nice, quick, easy meal that you can serve your family. You want to get a nice big skillet, really hot over a medium-high heat, and add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then you chop 1 onion. That should give you anywhere from a cup to a cup and a half of chopped onion. Add that in. And what you're going to do is you're going to saute this until it gets nice and soft. It'll probably take about 5 minutes, but you want to make sure that you really do this because it cuts down that really sharp oniony flavor, number one, and then it lets the flavors meld together better as you cook it later. You can see it's starting to get a little translucent around the edges, and that's right about where you want to get to, so they're a little soft. Then you add 1 bell pepper diced. I had half a green and half an orange, so I just used those. You want to stir those in and saute them for a few minutes until they start getting soft. You can see I had a piece there that was a little big, and I kind of like to keep them all the same. Then you want to add in 3 tablespoons of garlic that's been minced. Stir that together and saute for about 30 seconds. Then get some long grain rice, 3 cups. Get them in and stir it together. When you stir it together, that'll start absorbing the flavors from the onion, the garlic, the olive oil, the peppers, and that's going to start really infusing that flavor into the rice. And as you saute it, it'll give it a little bit of a toastiness to it. So you'll start seeing your rice change color a little bit, but not looking toasty. It'll look a little bit translucent on the outside of the grains. Then you put in 2.5 cups of chicken broth or stock and just canned green enchilada sauce, whichever you prefer, about 1.5 cups. You'll stir those together so they're combined really well, so all the flavors can come together as it simmers. Put a lid on it and then turn your flame down. Oh, I forgot. You add about 2 cups of shredded chicken. Sorry about that. Stir that in. Then you can put on your lid. And what you're going to do is when you put your lid on, make sure that you turn it down to medium. And you're just going to let it simmer. See, I've got it all mixed in there. It looks like a little soupy, but it looks great. It actually will smell really good at this point. So put your lid on, let it simmer until all the moisture is absorbed. And then you want to check it. And I like to let it get a little toasty just because I think it adds to the flavor. It's completely up to you. If it needs a little more liquid, go ahead and add maybe 1/4 cup at a time. Just kind of spread it back out. Put the lid back on. Give it a few more minutes. And it should steam it up really good and get it nice and tender for you. You'll see I did that. And now the rice is nice and tender. All those flavors have come together. And it's taken maybe 20 minutes total so far. At this point, I added cheddar jack cheese, 1 cup to 1.5 cups. You can tell I don't measure a whole lot of things, but you just sprinkle it on top as much as you like. If you don't like cheese, leave it out. Pepper jack's a great option also because it gives it a little spiciness if you like that. Once you sprinkle that on, you turn off your fire, put the lid on, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. The residual heat will then melt the cheese without overcooking your rice and chicken, and then you'll have your meal ready for you. We like cheese, can you tell? So there goes the lid and the fire off. 5 minutes later, melty and gooey, perfect. You want to serve that up. I put a little bit of chives on it. It's completely your choice. Green onions would be good, whatever you like. I always forget to buy chives, so I always have these freeze-dried chives in my pantry. They work great because the steam from the food rehydrates them within seconds. And so they still have that great flavor, and I don't have the chives going bad in my fridge. See? Nice, gooey, cheesy enchilada rice and chicken. Our favorite way is to top it with a little extra sauce, pickled green onions, and then we like some jalapeno slices. We like the pickled ones that are used for nachos just because they're a little milder, but you're welcome to top it with whatever you want. Sour cream, salsa, your choice. Let me know if you try this. Thanks so much, and